My mission this morning was just to go straight to the 9 flare.
That's something that I wouldn't do as a rider, but Jaden seemed to be really excited about it and totally confident he could get it down.
You'll see right here, he's getting to this quarter. He looks strong.
Looks good on that.
Yeah.
I just want to do it, to be honest. I just want to go and do it, but I need to like realize that I'm not physically ready for it. I'm trying to just do my thing, do what I usually do, and got it.
So, I mean, it's up to you, but I would take advantage of the opportunity where, yeah, we are kind of being quiet, just letting you ride, but keep your composure. Like, this is an opportunity to practice, and if you fall, it's no big deal. We're not in a contest, but you know what your limits are later on when the real deal comes about.
Exactly, I remember, man, but it's just easier than it should be, I feel like.
It looked fantastic. If he can get to a point where it's like he's consistently able to put himself in that high exposure position at different skate parks, he'll have no problem implementing it in Rome.
It is going to be a trick that I have to compete against. It honestly motivates me more and more to learn harder tricks so I can be able to compete against that level of riding.
Revin was also getting after it. During the whiteboard session, something that Hunter had outlined was it sometimes looks like he is landing with sort of like a heavy head.
We started with a Bry Buttercup Air and had to land it with the same amount of speed that I started with to go into the double flare, which is the most important part of the line.
We were working through it of, okay, how can we make ourselves look a little bit lighter when we're catching our tricks and rolling down in transition. And it is a little bit of a challenge. It does take time, but I think that he's got all the tools necessary in order to get a hold on that concept. Well done.
The Minivert was actually quite surprising to me. I don't think any of us really ride vert that often.
Well, we're going to get everybody riding this Minivert here to set them up for success riding bigger ramps. Nils especially isn't used to riding super large ramps and building confidence. Show me then. I said you're not used to riding super big ramps.
We had them do 2 45-second runs.
Keep that speed.
You're good, dude.
Nice
Keep
save.
it together. You got so much variety. Nils seemed to handle it fine. I can tell that he is very, very calm and controlled in that setting. Even when he was landing low, he was still able to like keep his composure. Yep.
And time. You did through some style on it. Yeah.
All 3 of those.
Nils did really well. I think there's some room for improvement when it comes to keeping his speed a little bit better on some of the tricks.
I think that kind of opened my eyes for future runs. Landing clean like that and landing with all that speed will really take that exhaustion off of me and enable me to keep going more and more.
I'm not as concerned about that because I'm thinking more about like the end of it. It's not that you can't sprint for 45 seconds because you can. Yeah. But for some reason you started getting squirrely at the end.
With Revin, I saw a lot of exhaustion. Pretty much the second he drops in the ramp, he's out of breath.
You're good. Keep it going.
It was overall a good training experience. I know that my stamina wasn't up to par with the other riders, but I will be training to get it better and better.
Don't hunch over. Your bars aren't too short anyway, so you can do that.
Your
It'll
runs are good,
adjust
but
your
if you
head
can
better.
Maintain more height, you won't have to work as hard to get speed. With Jaden on Minivert, he really was not putting in any effort, so I wasn't very happy with that. It didn't seem like he was motivated to try out something new and different that he wasn't used to.
I will call BS on that because you were literally just filming upside down tricks.
No, I'm fine on that. This is because I'm going like up and back and like back.
Really wasn't having the drive to put out on that ramp specifically.
He does, but I feel like it's underwhelming compared to the other two.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's not putting out right now.
15 to go.
Wow. I'm pretty impressed that he did 50-50.
I feel so sick, bro.
5, 4.
I wasn't physically in the condition to ride it comfortably, but I still tried to, like, you know, get some grinds, get some airs done. It's definitely an experience for sure, and it was definitely like opened my eyes a little bit to how comfortable I actually am on the scooter, you know.
Have we recognized anything from this?
I'm out of shape.
We moved on to 5 tricks over the box with jumping the box backwards to start and then airing the vert quarter as high as we can to get the most speed and then do a trick on that box forwards.
We want to obviously like push ourselves here and like utilize the space and the opportunity to see what you're capable of. So
With Nils going over the box, he didn't seem to have any issues going through the runs and doing the intervals how we had liked to see them. I think there's definitely room to add some bigger tricks. He seemed to have the ability to do it, but he just wasn't doing them.
Yeah, I mean, a box like that takes some time to get used to jumping it backwards for sure. Like, but when you get used to it, it's every go.
You know, a lot of the tricks that he was doing seemed to be not the right tricks for this box. There's certain tricks in scootering that help you push through ramps, like 360s and front flips and inwards. And he didn't seem to be using any of those when he was casing. So maybe we need to have a talk with him about it.
I think the box was a lot more difficult than I anticipated.
You've got to air that quarter perfect for you to get a good box hit.
Revan, we were having a little bit of a mishap there with his knee. He was feeling some irritation.
I wasn't able to get as much speed from the quarter before as I'm usually used to prior my meniscus injury.
So you got Nils about here.
Yeah.
No issue clearing the box.
Uh-huh.
Revan about here, issue clearing the box.
Uh-huh.
Only thing that happens between here and there is a pump.
He either landed flat or didn't pump right.
Learning how to do that and learning how to go big and land with good transition on such a steep ramp is very beneficial, I'd say.
That's 2.
There's a lot more flaws than I initially anticipated, and I think the riders aren't going to like to hear that, but there's always a place for improvement, and we're going to get started with that early in the morning.